Hi, if you would like to keep your body young into old age, then this practice will help you. What I'm going to take you through is the best exercises to maintain natural flexibility in your ankles, knees, hips and spine. So you can do things like this into your 80s or 90s. You can do things like this into old age, like this, easily, like this, just crossing legs, putting your head on the floor. I'm going to show you how to get into those positions in a very safe, gentle way to build up to those positions. So I hope you can do it because you'll feel so good after. The stiffer you are, the more you need it. Make sure you're comfortable, so a yoga mat would be great. I've got some carpet here, which will do. And enjoy this. This is a really, really lovely class and a really good thing to do for yourself. You could do this every day. It's really relaxing. So lying on your back and then hugging your knees into your chest. Just hug around your knees. And when you exhale, try to bring your knees in a bit closer. This is lumbar spine and hip and knee flexion that we have naturally when we're young. And as we get older, I notice the students are going in that direction. So trying to maintain our natural flexibility. So this is one of the first ones to work on, and you could do it every day. It would only be good for you, for your back, for your hips, for your mind, relaxing and connecting into your body. Straighten out one leg and just hug one knee in. Shoulders down and then ankle rotation with that bent knee. Because we're going to be doing work on the ankles, which naturally are flexible when we're young and get stiffer as we get older. Very important work we're doing today. Other direction, self-care equals healthcare. Looking after our joints, our body, which is obviously so important in our life. Taking that time. And then hug that knee in a bit closer into your chest. Swapping, hugging in your other knee. Make sure your shoulders aren't up, shoulders down. If your neck's arched, have a pillow under your head. So most of our over 60s will need a pillow under their head, especially if your spine is quite stiff, you're a little bit rounded in your posture. Trying to keep that neck in neutral most of the time. And then the ankle mobility that we're doing here. If you're not used to my videos, have a quick look every now and then, but most of the time, just keep your head quite neutral, not always looking at the screen. Back the other direction. Another amazingly good one for your hips and your back. Final exhalation, hug the knee in a bit closer. And then both knees in and then knee hip circle. So quickly look out and then circle your knees together. Circle out, stretch your inner thighs and knees together. Oiling up the hips and then the other direction. Good. If you don't know windscreen wiper, have a quick look at what I'm doing. I'll show you from here. Another good one to oil up around the hips and also the lumbar spine. And another one where we're naturally very flexible here. When we're younger and we're getting a bit stiffer and we're trying to maintain our natural flexibility, which is what this class is about. And as I've said, you could do this every day, this sequence, this practice, and it would only be good for your joints, especially if you're feeling stiffer, which obviously we all are as we get older. That's just part of life, but we can control a little bit into slowing down aging, slowing down getting stiffer with age. Next one is called Happy Baby. This one. Basically like squatting on the ceiling. And we are going to work up to an actual squat at our feet. So trying to get that flexibility deep into the lumbar spine again and the hips. I like rocking because it has a calming effect. And the deep breaths also very helpful, and the relaxed face, very helpful. Jaw, tongue, throat. Don't worry if you're a bit stiff. Nothing wrong with being a bit stiff, but it is good to work on your body and your flexibility. Okay, final exhalation with Happy Baby. If anything feels really good, just press pause and hold for longer. Roll to your side or rock up, just warming up a little bit. This is a good one to do every day, cat-cow. I hope you know this. I hope you haven't got to old age and you've never done this before, but that's okay. It's never too late. If you've been neglecting your mobility, that's okay. But it's never too late to start, and you will just feel the benefits in your life. So this one, have it in your life. You're plumping up your discs, you're improving blood flow, lymph flow, you're looking after your spine, as they say in yoga. You're only as young as your spine. So have this in your life. Okay, now we're going to work on kneeling and stretching forward, which is really important because when we're young, we can all naturally do this. Put our bottom on our heels and our head on the floor. But as we get older, this is starting to happen. Ankles, stiffer, knees, hips and spine. This is a whole body stretch actually. So do your best. So if you're starting here with a pillow behind your knees, that's fine. You do what you can, and you might do it like this with a pillow behind your knees, and you might just have. So do what you can, but you are trying to sit your bottom back. Don't force your ankles, and you're trying to stretch forward. So just if you're doing it every day, your body will slowly go a bit further. It's quite hard to not lose flexibility with age. So even if you're just maintaining where you're at, that's an achievement too. It's very relaxing, this pose. Try to keep connecting to your body and your breath. Try to breathe in and out through the nose most of the time. Really, really good to do every day, even 10 times a day. It slows you down. It's good for your back. Ankles, it's massive in your ankles here. Ankle flexibility, knees, hips, spine. Work on all those areas, as well as calming down your head. Okay, the next one is very, very, very important. Onto your belly and extension, spinal extension. We do not want to lose that as we get older. So, and when we're young, we all have flexible spines in this direction. And then when we're getting older, it's going in this direction. And we want to keep it going. If you're only going to do one, I reckon this would be the best one to do to maintain your natural flexibility. Sphinx, or maybe if you're a bit more flexible, cobra. But don't force your body. Don't rush into the harder stuff. Just build up to it slowly. And as I said, this would be good to do. You could do it every day, but if you're doing even once a week, this is going to be a great thing to do for your body. You know, once, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, could be 7 times a week. But once a week, you'll still get a benefit. Something's better than nothing. Try to get that bend, lower back, middle back, neck. Try to relax. And yeah, as I said, you could do this every day. Even you could do this one 10 times a day. Okay, and then coming to all fours. And the next pose is actually a squat. You might stick with happy baby for a bit longer, that we've already done this one. But maybe the squat, but most people need to start with their feet on a pillow or a bolster like this. Actually, it's not. Pillow's a bit soft, so maybe a rolled blanket. And I wasn't very prepared for this video. Whacking it out on my Saturday. Okay, so see, I've got a pillow behind my knees. That's really helpful. And something, a rolled blanket or a bolster or yoga mat under your heels. This pillows aren't really the best because they're too soft. So you need something more firm, like a rolled blanket. But not everybody needs that. So you're trying to, obviously when we're young, we can all squat, but don't worry if you're a bit stiffer. But keep working on it because this is ankles, dorsiflexion. So this is plantar flexion. And this is dorsiflexion. So it's quite different, the ankles, keeping the mobility in both directions for the ankles. And the knees, hips, and the lumbar spine again. And then one more, just straighten out your legs for a moment. Spread your fingers and toes. And then cross legs. So when we're young, we can all cross our legs and put our head on the floor. But most older people, they're like this, and that's okay. But as I keep saying, it's good to work on your body, your natural flexibility, because it's going to slow down aging, and you'll be moving more freely and also breathing more freely. So if you are moving more freely and you're more mobile, you're actually breathing more freely. There's better blood flow to the brain and your trillions of cells. You're slowing down aging in your whole body. So it's not just your joints, it's actually your trillions of cells. And then, so if you're stiffer, this is what this one will look like. So you've got your legs crossed, little circle one way, little circle the other way. And if you're a bit stiffer, you might just do this, what I'm doing here. So you push your knees out and lean forward, and you feel a little bit of stretch around your hips and your lower back. Some people are more flexible, so you try to go a bit further. So take a few breaths. And then swap to your other foot in front. A little circle one way, other way. Oh, and then maybe this is enough for you. Try to push your knees out, stretch forward a little bit. Just take it to your edge. Enjoy your body. That's not going to be younger than it is today. So you better enjoy today. That positive attitude. People are always complaining about getting old, but we're lucky to get old and stiff and wrinkly. Some people don't get to grow old. Final exhalation. You might lie down for a few minutes or sit and meditate for a few minutes to finish. And setting, if it's the morning, just visualize how you want to be in your day. Grateful, positive, more present, enjoying every moment. No complaining. I say that to myself, no complaining. Connected to your body and your breath, your spine. So stay for longer. You could even do it all again and you'll go further into all the poses. Maybe it's the morning and you have a good day, or maybe it's the evening and hope you have a good sleep. And I hope if you want more from me, become a patron and you can get emailed to you every 2 weeks recordings of my favourite live class. I teach 10 classes a week and the live classes are amazing. You see me teaching live in my local area with some great students in the class, pretty much all over 50. Or if you don't want to do that, please donate to my PayPal. There's a link below, and also on my website you can find the link to donate or become a patron. Thank you.